Hi everyone, I'm Gavin, one of the founders of Pet Impact, and welcome to the Red Sofa product review on Pet Impact's bamboo fibre slow feeder bowl. We created this product because a slow feeder bowl offers a lot of benefits to our dogs, and not just for those that eat too quickly, which is what most people think. We'll go through all these benefits later on in this video. Before the Pet Impact slow feeder, a lot of the existing bowls were made out of plastic, and when we did our research we found that a lot of them were packaged in plastic, so a lot of plastic involved, and hence we looked into developing one that was more sustainable while also improving its functionality, durability, quality, so it can serve our dogs better. Nonetheless, it's not a perfect product, so in this video we'll go through the pros and also the cons of our bamboo fibre slow feeder to give you as much information as possible to see if this might be a suitable product for your dog. So we'll start with the good points, and number one is the health benefits for our dogs. So we specifically designed this, what we call sunlight design, to make it a challenge for our dogs to eat while not making it too difficult that it causes frustration. So it strikes a nice balance really, because we want it to be challenging enough to slow them down and provide mental stimulation, but not be too hard or impossible for them to get their food. And having our dogs eat at a slower pace reduces the risk of many gastrointestinal issues, so things like bloat, choke, general tummy upsets. A quick disclaimer here, it's not a full preventative measure, as these issues are often multifactorial, but it does help. Even if you don't think your dog is a fast eater, slowing them down can generally improve gastrointestinal health, as, let's be honest, many dogs probably eat faster than they should anyway. And even if your dog is a really slow eater or a grazer, a bowl like this provides the added benefit of mental stimulation and enrichment during meal times. And we often focus on our dog's physical health and physical exercise, but it is just as important that they get sufficient mental stimulation. And considering how meal times are a constant part of their daily routine, it becomes a very simple yet effective way to incorporate just a little bit of mental engagement for our dogs every day, and it doesn't require any extra work. The second good point is that it is the more sustainable choice of slow feeder. As we were touching on before, it is not plastic, so bamboo is a renewable plant-based resource, so using this as a raw material is more sustainable. Bamboo is a fast-growing, hardy plant, and it absorbs a lot of CO2 in its growth, and subsequently releases a lot of oxygen, which is helpful. And as with all our products, we package these bowls in fully recyclable cardboard boxes, and so zero plastic packaging, which is always nice. A quick mention about the materials. These bowls are not 100% plant-based, so they are not compostable. We've done a lot of research into the best materials to use, so I won't go into it in this video because it's a huge other discussion, but there's a lot more information about it on our website if you wanted to know more. Number three for the good points is that this bowl is extra durable and sturdy. We've made this bowl pretty thick and solid, so it's not easy for your dogs to chew, and it'll last longer. And unlike some plastic bowls that you can literally bend, you can't do that with one of these, and it's also dishwasher safe. The fourth good point is that we've got a complete full non-slip padding around the entire base of the bowl. We've seen other slow feeder bowls with no non-slip base at all, and if you think about how your dog is going to eat out of this bowl, they're going to be working hard to get to their food, so they will most likely be pushing hard against the bowl. So unless you want your dog moving around your house every time they try to eat, we do need some form of non-slip base on these type of bowls. Some other bowls we've seen have smaller strips or individual bits of non-slip that stick onto the base of the bowl, which we felt were quite high risk of being removed or falling off and then swallowed. That's not to say your dog can't remove one of these strips and chew on them, which we'll touch about in the cons of the product, but it's a lot less likely to remove one of these long strips and swallow it. So we've made these strips detachable and reattachable, so you can remove them if you felt your dog might chew on them, and maybe reattach them once your dog has lost interest in the new bowl. The fifth good point to mention is that these bowls are fully safety tested to be human food grade safe. So we've run tests on the materials of the bowl that make it certified food grade safe for people based on FDA and EU regulations. That's not really a requirement for pet bowls, to be honest. You'll find most pet bowls don't have a certification like that, but we figured, why not make it as safe as possible for our dogs. The sixth and last good point to mention is that we feel it just looks nice. I guess this is based on personal taste, but we tried to design it so that it wouldn't look cheap, so it'll look classy, and chose a subtle, neutral, earthy color that we felt would blend in quite nicely into your home. Right, now for the bad points of the bowl. So number one is that the bowl is fragile. It is not made out of plastic, so it will not behave like plastic. And unfortunately, bamboo fiber as a material is fragile, and it's not as malleable as plastic. So this slow feeder behaves like a ceramic bowl, and if you drop it, it will probably break. Case in point. So you might be thinking, hold on, you just said it was durable. And it is in a way, where it's solid. You can't dent it, your dog will struggle to chew on this, and if you imagine this being plastic and your dog chose to chew on it, you'll get tooth marks in it, your dog might be able to bend it, which you can't with this bowl, but with high impact it can still break. And most people don't find this an issue, to be honest, because we use ceramic bowls, plates, mugs all the time, and that isn't really an issue, but just something to bear in mind that it is fragile. Number two on the bad list, it is difficult to clean. So the pattern of this bowl makes it very challenging to clean, and unfortunately this downside of the product comes with the product, because if it was easy for you to clean it, it will be easy for your dog to get to their food, defeating the purpose of the bowl. So a slight catch-22 with this bad point, but like we were saying earlier, it is dishwasher safe, so hopefully that could be a solution to cleaning it. And number three on the bad list, about the non-slip base being a chew risk. So we touched on this earlier, and we felt that this is the safest way to have an effective non-slip base on a slow feeder bowl. But as all dog owners know, our dogs can be really curious, naughty, and just about want to chew anything and everything. So this, unfortunately, is still a chew risk. What we've done is also make the strips detachable and reattachable, which we touched on earlier. But to allow for this, we do not use glue, and instead the strips are held in place by an internal soft metal component, so it really shouldn't be chewed on by your dog. And like we're saying, because it's detachable, if your dog shows an interest in chewing these, you can just remove it. So there you go, a pretty long video, but hopefully if you had any uncertainties at all about the bowl, you've found the answer somewhere along this video. If not, feel free to just get in touch, and I want to thank you very much for watching.